2015 Jeep Patriot. Has no throttle response. I've replaced a lot of actuators on these engines, Chrysler engine. I expect that's what it's going to be. The throttle body assembly failed. That's what I'm expecting. So we're going to do a quick code pull, then we're going to do a check on the throttle, accelerator pedal, and throttle movement. In a second, we're going to find none. We'll see what the codes are. We'll pull a full system can, help report. Got 4 codes in the PCM, I think. One of them is because I unplugged to get ready to remove, yeah. I unplugged the air temp sensor. I was getting ready to remove the throttle body because I suspect that's what it is. After taking peeking at the harness and not really seeing an issue. So let's go to PCM. I got a fuel pump. There it is, throttle control. So throttle is an issue. So let's enter. Read data stream, special function. I think on this tool here, if I go to fault codes, yeah, there's my freeze frame data. So it looks at look at data. We got most recent freeze frame. That's probably the air intake. Let's back up and check the one behind it. I like how it's showing different freeze frames. That's pretty cool. So you can see the ones that are available. There's filler voltage is blank. No TPS present in that one. Let's check the next one. I like that. That's pretty cool. This one, carb proof frame. Sorry, pedal. I have nothing, not open. Alright, let's get out of there. We want to go to system test. There it is. System test. There should be a throttle test available in here. Yes, back on there with follower test. We'll do the follower test. Must not be running. Let me see. We'll do a graph. There we go. There's my accelerator pedal. I see movement there. I see no movement out of throttle. But the accelerator pedal seems to be moving fine. So it's pretty much a dead throttle body assembly is what I'm suspecting. Yeah, we're not having a problem with accelerator pedal. It seems to be doing fine. I just want to take a quick look and see if we have special functions. I want to look for the throttle learn. See if it's in here. Emissions, cam crank, check van reset. Doesn't seem to be available in there. Let's check actuator. Fuel pump. Not seeing it there. I believe this one needs a throttle learn. So let's exit vehicle. Let's try service. There it is. Electronic throttle reset. So that's where it's available. So it's in service on this tool. But there's another option available too. I think I'll do it in here and see if that completes the system. Let's just open it up and see what information. The compatibility of this model with the function does not necessarily mean other models support it. Scanning results shall prevail. Progress 100%. Equipped. Communicating. Learn etc. Alright, so it is there. So we're good. You gotta go to service to get it. Get your service, your system list, your typology. You go to system list, you see it differently. But it's there, it's in service, which is pretty good. I'm gonna exit this and just go into the other available options on this tool. We will have maintenance and reset. electronic throttle relearn. Let's see it pull it up. Let's see the vehicle and just see how it performs in this one, just to see. This is a Chrysler Jeep. Just want to see the options. Just pull the VIN, manual select. Let's go back to automatic, let it find it. See that learn ETC, same option available. Pretty smooth. Yes, I like that. That's pretty decent. Tool seems to function very fast. Doesn't have much issues. Previous sessions, you get a good list of all the stuff that's been pulled off the vehicle. Saves automatically. You ain't got to worry about hitting save and all that good stuff. You can actually print. I'll print this one, have it with the records. Takes a minute for it to see my printer. There it is. And then we'll print. So we're done. Got the print out, but it works fairly well. We're going to go ahead and remove the throttle body assembly. I'm not going to bother recording that. Then we'll perform the relearn. We'll record the relearn. Hope you guys like the video. But that's what we're going to do. And this is the latest Maximum. It's the launch throttle, latest throttle too. And like I was saying earlier, some options don't seem to be on this tool that you see on the same version of launch. The launch has the ability to add a immobilizer setup to do keys, EEPROM work, and something they just put out. How good it is, I couldn't tell you. But you would expect Maco to get that on this tool, but it's not present. Would be nice. An option that I'd want to add. I'll record the throttle learn when we get after we get the throttle assembly changed out. And there's a fuel pump code on there. We'll make the customer aware of a circuit code, so it needs attention there too. But they're in for no power, no throttle response, and throttle assembly seems to be the failure. I was down in here looking, and I don't see any wiring damage or anything like that. I started pulling. That's why you got a code on the mass air, air temp, because I disconnected it, get ready to pull. Then I decided to pull codes and save just to verify. I knew that's what it was going to be. Like I said, I've seen this symptom on other vehicles, and this throttle motor fails, and it's fairly obvious to do that quick test, a follower test, to see your accelerator pedal, see if it's working, and see if the throttle motor is working. When you get down there, don't see any harness damage. I normally put the new one on, and if I got throttle response already, I know I discovered the problem, just do the learn. But if not, then I'm gonna go look into ECM wiring to make sure that it's complete. But 95% of my done on these vehicles has been the throttle assembly. I've encountered a couple where there was wiring damage, and it was obvious, seen it. The damage was there, repair the damage. Back on the 2015 Jeep Patriot. We're going to go to previous sessions, restore, and we're going to go ahead and do the learn. I think I got to turn switch on, so I'll probably cause a problem here. Nope, it still restored it. Let's turn the switch on. Now this throttle relearn procedure is more or less a software learn. It requires a tool capable to access that via the software. So keep in mind, DIY wires, I'm not aware of any other option that's available to do this. We'll go into service, and we want electronic throttle sensor reset. Just communicate with the PCM, equipped. We'll access the PCM, and normally it's a closed position and a wide open throttle that it has to learn. So it wants to see the voltages at close, and it's going to ask you to go for full throttle. As you can see, this feature is to learn the TBA voltage and accelerator position voltages. It's asking me to actually warm the vehicle up before it goes. Press accelerator pedal to the floor. Throttle must be held to the floor. Holding to the floor. Couldn't tell if I heard the actuator move. I don't think I heard it move. Learn complete. So now we're going to do, we're going to exit. We're going to do a functional test. The follower test. Again, because I don't think I heard it. Special functions. System test. Yes, it's moving. As you can see here, we'll pull up the graph. I showed you guys this before. We only had accelerator pedal moving. Now we have throttle blade movement too. So we have an operational throttle assembly. Before we did not. You can see we never had any of these three. We only had the accelerator pedal. So we're looking good. We're going to exit and go to clear codes. We'll read faults. All we got is the fuel pump control. Freeze frame data. I'm just going to clear codes on the systems. Clear all the codes, but I know this fuel pump is a returning code. We'll clear faults. Okay. We'll read faults, and I expect this fuel pump. This fuel pump is another code that's present in this vehicle. We got a weak battery. We got the jump start real quick. Probably another problem this car has, a weak battery. The switch wasn't on that long. Shouldn't have killed it that quick, but it did. So we'll do a quick jump and maybe actually charge the battery and do a test on it for the customer. Let them know they got a future problem coming. Because clearly that battery shouldn't have got that weak that fast. And it's got the old ever start in it. Not my recommended choice of batteries. I'm gonna do a quick jump, check our throttle response. Look, somebody's got a screw in the connection. Maybe they don't have a battery problem. Oh my lord. Things we see as technicians. It's in for a throttle assembly. Nothing else. So clearly it needs battery cables too, or at least ends. Right now I just want to verify that that's my problem. Surprised it performed my test that well. Started up, drove in, no problem. But clearly that cable's got a big issue. Stuff people do. The old screw to tighten it. Now let's see if we get a start. Yep, so it wasn't the battery. It was just a connection. I'll just lock in and put this box back up. Recommend some cables. Battery in before that problem bites them. And that little screw they've stuck in there is not sufficient. Not a sufficient fix to the problem. Let's do a little throttle sweep. Verify we're making power. And we'll make the customer aware of this other code that exists. Oh yeah. Their primary complaint is solved. But this fuel pump circuit control, it needs attention before it causes them a problem also. But we're here to do the repairs, ask, and just make aware and see if they want to perform the other repair. Fuel pump control circuit open. Let's take a quick look at Maximus program that's on this vehicle online. And see what information they offer on it. Let me see. Fuel pump control open. In order to view complete image, all this. Fuel pump control circuit shorted to ground. Fuel pump circuit open or high resistance. Now this vehicle is running. So we definitely call, we more likely got harness issues or connector issues, because this vehicle is actually running, but it's seeing enough of a problem to set the code. Saying the mission does not detect voltage at K31 fuel pump connected, so that's the area that would need to be inspected. K31 is our issue. It's not seeing the voltage they're expected to see. There could be resistance in it, corroded connection. We have to basically do some research and tests, but it's obviously not stopping the vehicle from running. And wanted to spec the first question: engine not running. Engine is running. I want you to go to the intermittent procedure, which is not listed here, but our engine is running. Alright, let's go back to an exit. Engine light is on, right? Yes, it's on for the P0627, which will make the customer aware of. I'll make the customer aware that he's got a code that needs more research, so that is not the code that is causing his throttle response issue of the throttle actuator. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. A little bit of the Maximus 4A, which is a decent tool. There's a lot of options available. CAN bus, pin detect. You can actually all get in here and see your voltages that are at your data link. I got power on 6 and 14. It's checking a ohm, but that's with it running, so it's going to be different. RMS radius, and we'll actually see the monitors are complete, which shouldn't be none, because we just cleared codes on the engine. Misfire is ready. You can see it pulls up all your monitors in here. Lists at DTC 0, even though we have one. Tells us the CAN, tells us the voltage. It's not a bad tool. You got the scope, got battery, which is a tester, and you can see your vehicle voltage. It's going to list and show charging voltage and whatnot on the vehicle. And if I shut it off, I'll do a start for you. You'll see it change over here. You see we're dropping down by 11 volts and charging. So it's not a bad little tool. I have no complaints. The scope is decent. Software is a little weak, but the scope itself, hardware seems to be pretty good. I have no complaints about it. It's not my preferred scope though. ATS is definitely my preferred scope. Alright, well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Subscribe, like, we appreciate the participation. Now, as like for this car, like I said, for your DIYers, this is a software learn required for changing that throttle body. So you need a tool that's capable of accessing that part of the software. I'm not aware of any other option. Everybody have a good one.